Hello and good morning. I know it's early. I don't think I've done a video this early in the morning, but my spirit within me, it's troubled, and it's not just a little bit troubled. My spirit within me is deeply troubled for humanity, and I'm sure that you can feel it too. You can feel that something is way, way off, way off. I had some words that flowed in just a few moments ago, and I've shared them here on the Facebook. I've shared them to my Telegram, and I've shared them to my alternate YouTube channel. I just woke up and boom, that feeling just came all over me, you all. And with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for watching this video. And I also want you to know that you're not alone. If you're feeling it in your spirit, you're not alone either. You're not alone. Okay, there's many of us. We make up the majority of the population in the world who are feeling what we're feeling. Okay, we do. And it's not something that you should dismiss, okay? It's not something that you should dismiss. We are in trouble. The spiritual segment of humanity is in trouble, as I've stated in some of my other videos this week. And I just want to say, I think it's a good thing that I got banned from the YouTube for a week. I do. Otherwise, I would not be able to have said what I've been saying here on the Facebook. I do not think that would be allowed, some of the things that I've said, because of their community guideline. And this can reach a bigger audience because a lot of people have Facebook. We are literally living in the end times. That's what I feel in my spirit. Our world has been turned upside down. Just like since the beginning that I started this in 2018, there was nothing happening. And then we're in 2021, and all it took was just a few years to get to our world turned upside down like this. And I think there's a lot of factors involved here, a lot of different entities at play, that they are doing their part to help the greater draconian collective spirit that is on this earth. And it is a draconian spirit. If you saw another video, there was this entity. Well, it was a physical being called Draco back in 620 BC. And that is where the world's first constitution, from what I understood, was written. And he wrote it in his blood. And the main thing he used was the death penalty for the slightest thing. He thought people deserved it. And he had archons, 9 archons. And you've heard of archons. If you've been in this UFO community or spiritual community, there is the entities called the archons. And I never had heard of them before, but they're real, you all. They're real. They're spirits have taken physical form on this earth, and it's spreading. And I really do feel within my spirit that they are preparing their way for their master, their draconian overlord. And I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that this Draco being is going to come back in some type of a spiritual form on this earth. And it could very well be considered an alien-like entity, a demonic alien entity, because something's not right. It's not the spirit of love that's on this earth right now. It's not. Although we have love in us. We have love in us. And this love is a threat to this spirit that is on this earth, that it seems like it's being given free reign. everything is moved out of the way, being moved out of the way to give it free rein. And some people may not like this message. Some people may feel, Gina, you're speaking in a lower vibration. I'm speaking from my heart. That's where I'm speaking of. And I really don't know what to say at this point. I cannot describe what I'm feeling on the inside. I cannot put it to the perfect words. I'm very unsettled. And I don't think it's just me drawing this energy to me. No, I can feel the energy in the world. You can feel the energy. We were warned that times like this would come. There's lots of people who have written about it, the future of humanity and the evolution of humanity on the earth, what would happen to mankind. And I think that a lot of the stuff that was written is beginning to literally manifest. Even though they were just words written long ago, they're manifesting in this physical realm of ours. And the question is now, how do we go forward from here? When we look around and we see what's happened, we have to go forward with faith. And we have to believe within here that the strength that we have within here, the love that we have within here, the light that is within here is good enough. And that's all that we need. And you may have Jesus living on the inside of you. You may have God living on the inside of you. You may have another source which is connected to all this love living on the inside of you. And I want to tell you, it is enough. It is enough to see us through what's coming and what we are now facing. It's going to take a strength that we don't physically have ourselves. It's going to take a spiritual strength within to endure what's here and what will get worse. It's going to get worse. And I remember, shall I say, a few years ago, and even I still hear it being repeated. Oh, it's going to get better. It's going to be really great. It's getting better. It's getting better. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. And for those who are looking around and saying, yes, it is getting better, okay, that's all I'm going to say, okay, because I can look around and I can feel it in my spirit, and I can look around, I can look at comments. You can hear reports from all around the world in the comment section of these videos from this past week. And they'll give you a first-hand account of what's going on in their countries and in their states and in their families at times. It's unsettling. But we do have the strength within to endure it. Is it scary? Yeah, it's scary. But we've got to push beyond the scariness. We've got to push beyond the fear. There's a reason we feel what we feel, and that is to raise awareness within us, to wake us up, to spur us into action, to get our minds thinking in the critical mode. We've got to prepare spiritually on the inside of here. I've always said that is the most important thing to do. Prepare, prepare, prepare inside of here. You've got to strengthen that inner spirit. You can do it through prayer. You can do it through meditation. And I would encourage you to, especially if you have children who look up to you, and friends and family members. You all need to get a drink. Let all you do be done with love. With love. Everything you do, let it be done with love. Love is our strength within, and it's the light within. And I know that there's people who are being forced to make the decision of whether you stay at your current job or not. Because if you don't get the you know what, you won't have a job. And I know that's a very difficult decision. And it's not one to be taken lightly. If you've got to feed your family and stuff, this literally requires a lot of faith on a person's behalf. This is not to be taken lightly at all, what they're saying. I can tell you that you've got to do what's best for you on the inside. You've got to live with your conscience. So be careful of the decisions that you make on the inside of here, because you're the one, ultimately, that's your decision that you make. And it's not good to go against your conscience, because it's a very uncomfortable feeling. And it is fearful. It is scary when you say, no, I'm sorry, I cannot do what that is you're asking me, and I know I'm going to lose my job. That's a terrible position to be put in for a lot of people. I want you to know that you're not alone in your decisions. If you make those decisions to just walk away, you're not alone. There's thousands upon thousands of other people, if not millions, who feel the same way as you. They can't do it. There's something within them that they can't do it, because they feel within here, right here. So I would encourage you to pray. If you read the Bible, read the Bible. If you read another spiritual book, read the other spiritual book. If you read other literature by people that offer encouragement during hard times, go ahead and do it. If you want to listen to it, some encouraging music that can bring peace within here, go ahead and do it. Do what's best for you. Do what calms your spirit. Okay, do what calms your spirit, because we're facing uncharted waters. Uncharted waters up ahead. They're going to be choppy. There's going to be big, gigantic tidal waves. You're going to be in this boat of life. And you're going to get tossed back and forth on the waves. You are. But you've just got to hold tight. You've got to strap yourself down. You're not going to fall out of the boat. It's going to get turbulent. But you're going to make it. You're going to make it. There's a scripture in the Bible. It says, he who goes into captivity he will go. He who is to die by the sword he will die. That's what it says. You may say, Gina, that's the book of Revelation. That's all. The people. There's some people that don't believe in these written words that are in the Revelation, that they have not been translated right, that they have all been planned out. But then you have Nostradamus, and you have other writers throughout history in different countries centuries ago that wrote about times like this. There are also fictional books writing about times like this that are like futuristic, but yet they're playing out. So it's happening. We've got to stay the course. Just keep going. Ground yourself. Don't lose faith. Don't. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, you all. And I know that some of you will have to make those difficult decisions. And I don't wish those difficult decisions upon anybody. And you should not, humanity should not be put in a position where they have to make that decision of whether you can have a job, to work, to make money, to feed your family, to pay your rent. You should not be put in that position. You should not have strings attached to it. This was supposed to be a world where freedom reigns, but it's turning into a world where, and it will, only certain people will have that type of a freedom. That's why if you look at the big picture, that's what's happening. It may not be full blown right now, but it's being rolled out, and it's been carefully planned. And I don't have a problem with you. I just want to tell you right now, if you're watching this video and you've gotten the V, That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all because that's your decision. I still love you. I do, and I accept you. Whether you're a friend far away in another country, whether you're a friend nearby, whether you're a family member, whether you're a loved one, I still love you. And I don't judge people like that. I don't. I don't look down on you whether you've had it or whether you haven't. Okay, I don't. That's not my position. My position, I am to love, and I am to treat others the way I would want to be treated. And I would hope that this type of mentality would literally continue to play out on a larger scale, but I know that it won't. It won't. Because some don't feel that way. Some do have spiritual blinders on them, and there'll be many more that get spiritual blinders on their eyes and their ears, and they won't be able to see or hear the cries of humanity. They won't. And their conscience will not speak against them. They will feel that they're doing the best for you and for the best for humanity by tuning you out, because you will be seen as in the wrong. And I'm not one of these people who are just thinking of gloom and doom. I'm looking at the real world right here, and I'm seeing what's happening. I don't have these spiritual blinders on. I'm seeing it. You're seeing it. So just hold steady. Keep yourself grounded. Do what you can to keep the peace within, and let your light shine through all the troubles in this world, through all that's going on in the world. Don't let it put your light out. Don't let it do it. You can make it. You can survive. After all, they've studied the human brain, and we've got this reptilian part of our brain that has this built-in survival mode. It really does. It's got this built-in instinct. They said it's left over from the reptilian brain, and I'm being serious. I did a video on this before. I had to delete it too off my YouTube channel. Yeah, we have a basic survival instincts within us, and that will kick in, and it's okay. It's all right. I just felt led to get on here and talk to you one-on-one like this, to let you know you're not alone in what you're feeling, and your concern is not gone unnoticed. It hasn't. We've got to pray for each other. We've got to be there for each other when we can, and it's okay. It's all right. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. That's human nature. That's part of what it feels like to be human. It's okay to have emotions. Okay, it is. But you're going to make it. We're going to make it somehow, some way. That's it. The words are done. So with that being said, I'm just going to say it one more time. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for watching.